Hi! Yes, we have made it 21 days in this on this wellness adventure train. Choo choo! And what an amazing adventure it has been, an exploration, and I know it has been for me, and I trust that it has been for you. And the amazing thing is we can get as much out of what we don't do as what we do. It's all about awareness, as I've said, and we have to become aware of our actions, our lack of actions, our thoughts, or where we're putting our focus, where we're putting our energies, what we're valuing in our day, and to see to see the places that we want to change or to create transformation. So awareness comes first. So in that respect, there's really no good or bad or right or wrong, but there is awareness and there is insight and there is revelation and clarity of choice and determination to how you want to move forward, what you want to add more of into your life and what you want to let go of out of your life, what you feel ready for. So before I go any further with this last video of the 21 days, I would like to invite all of us to take some nice deep breaths together. And it doesn't matter whether we're doing this at the same time. Our hearts speak to each other beyond time and space. So taking a few nice deep breaths. Shoulders relaxed, palms facing up. Lengthening up through the spine. Belly relaxed. And just noticing all it takes is a few deep breaths to open up the bottom of the lungs, to drop us into our heart, to drop us into our body, to drop us into our natural rhythm and flow of the energy in our body to move. So with every in-breath is saying yes to this moment, and every out-breath is letting go of the last moment, holding on to nothing, and opening up space to invite in the next breath. I've started to use this idea that true faith, actually to have true faith, people speak of having faith, but to actually have true faith is to take a deep breath. Because when we take a deep breath, we're trusting that we're part of something bigger. We're trusting that, yes, I'm being taken care of. I don't need to go into defense mode or survival mode or feeling like I have to do it all alone mode. So faith, true faith, is taking a breath. And of course, on every inhalation, we breathe in not just oxygen into our body, which is wonderful, but every breath we take in is life force energy. Prana in yoga, chi, ki, what's the Maori word again? I've forgotten. I've heard it. All these, especially traditional cultures, has a name for this energy in the breath, this life force energy. And ultimately what that is spiritual energy. So when we take a deep breath, we are saying yes to our spirit. When we take a deep breath, our heart opens. We drop into our hearts and our body, which can receive in our spirit to move through us. And when we don't, when we close our heart down, which we've done, and moved into our mental faculties, disconnecting from the heart, but also moving further and further into this feeling of being separate from each other. And as I spoke about energy and vibration, it's like our vibration slowed down, and as the further we moved away from spirit, actually, and the more separate we felt as individuals, as our ego has felt, the more slowed down our vibration, and life got pretty hard. And we can see the remnants of it on the planet, that there's a lot to harmonize and balance on our planet now as we begin to heal both ourselves and our the ancestry that we have within our own cellular makeup and our DNA, who we are and what we're doing. This life is so pivotal and so accumulative of our family heritage, and if you expand into other lifetimes, there's that as well. So we really are only beginning to awaken to the magnificence of who we are as a spiritual human, and not just that, but this lifetime, what this lifetime is really about, as we are literally transitioning from a paradigm of separation and hardship and lack and all these kind of thought patterns and belief systems, and being very disconnected from our hearts and feeling body actually, and move and the thinking faculties, the academic intellectual faculties, was really running the show, or the ego was running the show. A lot of fear and survival characteristics running the show, to now, as we're beginning to come back home into ourself and turn the arrow that was turned out, an example, take care of everyone else and forget about yourself, that arrow is being turned in now. As we move inwards and move back in a way. So the separation was moving out, away from the heart, away from spirit in a lot of ways, searching. Where is it? Where's my perfection? Not good enough. Spirit is somewhere out there, but not inside me. So as we start to turn this arrow back, and it's like we're drawing inwards, like our spirit is drawing us back inwards to come home into our hearts. And as we do that, we come home into the remembrance and the not just the experience of that we are truly all interconnected. And now science is coming through to complement the spiritual understanding and wisdom, which has been there, especially in yoga, for thousands of years. And now we can start to understand what these amazing teachers like Buddha and Jesus and Muhammad and Gandhi and even Nelson Mandela now, a lot of their quotes, and we can start to understand really where that was coming from, as they came from their hearts very much, and from this knowingness of themselves as part of everything, part of the collective consciousness on this planet, and we are each unique expressions of that energy, and our vibration is beginning to get faster. So as we're awakening, as we're coming home, our vibrations getting faster, because the faster vibrations is gratitude and love and appreciation and joy and abundance and all these things, and there's a faster vibration. So we're beginning to come more in tune and harmony with our faster vibrations as we awaken. And I just want to relay that to our life choices and food choices. And again, this is where we can listen to our body, because really, as we raise our vibration, as we raise our energy through our thinking thoughts of gratitude and appreciation, and beginning to give ourselves permission slips to know that we're worthy and deserving of having all our heart's desires met, and life become magical and abundant, and for that to be natural, and that we can give up the struggle and the conquering and the hardship and the lack and the efforting. This is a whole new paradigm. It's a whole new way of thinking. It's been a while since that has been kind of supported on this planet, but that is what we're moving into, and we're seeing it everywhere. And celebrating International Happiness Day, it's like, yay, it's like my little child who came into this world, dream and knowingness inside me was that life was about happiness and fun and magic and abundance, and life represented around me was saying, no, that's not real. You have to work hard, you have to struggle, there's not enough, you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough, you have to feel guilty and shameful for who you are, so to be here now and to have a celebration, an International Happiness Day, it's like, woo, it's really just a demonstration, another demonstration of how we are changing as humanity, reorientating within ourselves and remembering of what's truly valuable, which is our health and our happiness. And in the past, people have been looking for the money or the career or a lot of these things to get to the happiness, and now we're realizing I can just be happy here, and the more happiness I have within me, the more I attract. And definitely that's what I've learned in my life, is that money follows passion. Passion does not follow money. So the more happy I am and joyful and passionate I am, the more money comes. It comes, it goes, and I'm happy when it's coming, I'm happy when it's going, and that's my intention, So if I'm not, then I have to reorientate within myself and kind of drop back into my heart and trust within myself and my own worthiness to have it all come easy and abundant and whatever that is. So yes, in regard to the food choices, we just naturally start to want to eat better and nourish ourselves better. So it's all part of this raising of our vibrational frequency, our energy, to align more with our spiritual essence or spiritual truth, if you like. So the higher vibrational foods naturally are of the earth, because they're filled with life force energy. So that's why there's a lot of talk of live foods and our veggie patches mean so much to us now. I know for me, I didn't, the respect I have for fresh grown vegetables has gone quadrupled in the last few years. It's like precious. Just to I can feel it in my body. I can feel it when I eat empty foods that has no life force in it. I still may do it, but I can feel it in my body, I can feel it in my energy. So we're becoming more attuned and sensitive, and we're beginning to feel again as well, because in the past, the way it was, because life was so dense and hard and painful in a lot of ways through the judgment and through the belief systems, it was too difficult to feel so much. That's the reason why we have closed our hearts down, because it was too painful to feel so much in the world. So there is that trust of realizing that it's a different time now, and trusting in ourselves again, trusting in our spirits, trusting in the earth, trusting in our capacity to be our highest answer and to be our highest security through that connection with our spirit, especially in our energy. So, is there anything else I want to say there? Oh, just about the feeling, yeah. So as we drop into our heart and open our hearts, what we are dropping into and opening again and giving ourselves permission is to feel it all and let it move through us. And we, there is certain things, of course, we're going to have to look at and have some tears about or whatever in our healing journey. But also, we're also becoming aware of a lot more going on the planet. So a lot of the times, it may not always be our stuff personally, but because we are so interconnected, we're going to be more tuned in to what's happening on the planet as well. So just to be aware of that you may feel, especially if you're sensitive to energy, you may feel stuff that's not a problem. And this is a really important element, I'm so glad I mentioned that, is perspective. And the power of perspective is everything. I love Einstein's quote when he says there's two ways, or the most important question you'll ever ask yourself, or the most important question to ask yourself is there's a friendly universe or a hostile universe? And when we decide that this is a friendly universe, I live in a friendly body, I live in a friendly world, I live in a friendly mind, I live with a friendly spirit, or soul or heart, then then we start looking at the world as, where's the gift in everything? If we think it's a hostile body or hostile world, then we're trying to conquer and fix and resolve some kind of issue or whatever, look for the answer, and go into our heads and kind of get like this, or be really cautious and distrusting of the outside world, and all this kind of stuff. So when we decide it's a friendly world, that choice, where our perspective is, no matter what comes forward in our life, where's the gift, where's the gift, where's the gift? So there is that level of self-acceptance as well, and self-love within ourselves to make that choice, that we are worthy and deserving to live in a friendly world, in a friendly body, and we can allow ourselves to align with those attitudes and beliefs. Okay. So I'm going to finish with a tone. This video is going on, so I don't want to get too long on you. So I'm going to finish with a tone, a frequency, a sound frequency, vibration. So take a breath with me and just open and just notice what you notice. We'll see how it goes. My intention is that it will translate beautifully on this recording, and you will feel it and sense it and enjoy. Take a nice breath. Notice what you notice. Bringing the hands together, create warm heat between the palms. Bringing the hands to your face, massaging your face. Bringing the hands down onto the sternum. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. The divine in me recognizes the divine in you. The divine in you recognizes the divine in me. We are all one and the same. Namaste.